Hello and welcome to OptimumTV. I'm Stephen Adams and today I'm joined by Eliane Schutte, CEO of Xeltis, which is based in Eindhoven in the Netherlands. Welcome, Eliane.
Thank you very much, Stephen. It's a pleasure.
It's good to speak to you. Xeltis is developing vascular implants that use a nanofibre mesh, but Eliane, I'll leave it to you to explain your technology and how it differs from existing vascular implants.
Happy to do so. So we at Xeltis, we're really proud that we work with regenerative polymer technology that is very novel. It's backed by Nobel Prize winning science. So on what this means, it means we use a novel class of polymers to develop vessel implants comprising of very small microfibers. And when these devices are implanted in the body, the first thing it does, blood flows through the vessels, allowing the surrounding cells to transform the implant into patient's own living healthy tissue. It really is what we believe the next kind of regenerative materials, which will revolutionize and change the treatment of some major life-threatening diseases.
This sounds fascinating. And what disease or diseases are you first trying to address?
Well, at Xeltis, we focus on a serious, devastating disease. Unfortunately, end-stage kidney disease affects 1 in 10 people. And when the disease is at a certain late stage, unfortunately, dialysis is the only option that patients are left with. But 60% of these patients do not survive even beyond 5 years. Terrible disease. What our implants do, they're designed to self-heal, designed to avoid what is really happening with other materials currently being used for vessel replacements. The body is rejecting these materials, creating a host of problems like occlusions, thrombosis, stenosis, and even infections. So imagine if you get something that is replaced by your own healthy tissue overcoming all these problems. That will be a fantastic solution for patients, enhancing their lives.
So are you talking about your vascular access conduit? Is that your principal technology for end-stage kidney disease?
Correct. So our product at Xeltis that we developed is a conduit that is called access, A-access, which means we're creating a vascular access solution for patients that are on dialysis. And what that means for patients, unfortunately, that are on dialysis need to be connected to a dialysis machine 2-3 times in a week. 2 needles are being poked in the vascular system. And there's all types of problems that will occur with normal solutions, which means infections due to the needles, but also occlusions because the body doesn't like these foreign materials. With restorative new solutions, the novel tissue is taking over, overcoming some of those problems, and really bringing a long durability to these vascular access solutions.
So the idea is that you have fewer reinterventions and fewer complications.
Absolutely, but also allow these implants to be implanted and directly be used for dialysis. Because one element that is crucial to understand that the first line of treatment for these patients is a fistula, where patients receive a surgical option where a surgeon creates a connection from a vein to an artery in the arm. But after 6 months, 50% are not useful. And also, there are many options for patients that really have an impossibility to use a fistula. So the fact that you cannot be on dialysis for 6 months with a surgical created fistula is a big problem because your health is decreasing. With the Xeltis access graft, the patients can also be immediately cannulated and be on dialysis and live a healthier life.
Okay, that's fantastic. Sounds like there's a lot of potential for this patient group.
We believe so, absolutely.
Great. Tell me, who's invested in Xeltis and where are you in terms of your funding cycle?
So we're happy to say we are backed by some serious, well-known players in the field, both from the venture capitalist side, like EQT. We have invested already early on in our technology, but we also have some important strategic partners invested. Davita, being the second largest player in the dialysis field, has invested into the company. on the belief that this technology will be a leap forward, bringing better lives to patients on dialysis.
Okay. And finally, let's future gaze a little bit. Lots of longevity experts think that we'll just be able to replace parts of ourselves in time, rather like a vintage car is kept on the road. That's the analogy which is sometimes used, just by replacing the carburetor and the exhaust, etc. Do you think that is a realistic possibility, or do you think that's fanciful?
Well, that's a very important question because we believe regenerative medicine will change and revolutionize and transform some of the current treatments in how we implant and bring implants to patients. And it's real. I mean, today you already know that Xeltis has our access graft. That is not just science fiction. We already have phenomenal first in human data. And we're now reaching the phase in our pivotal trial, our end stage trial, where we also are bringing the belief that we bring superior implants to patients. So it's already happening with the vascular access solution. But Xeltis is not stopping with this solution. We're creating also new vessels that can bring solutions to patients that have multiple blockages around the heart, that need a bypass around the heart. There's no solution today. Regenerative medicine will help. The first patients are already being treated. And this opens the whole option portfolio that we can replace all diseased and blocked vessels that are currently in the body by a better solution, which then will create a further path towards replacing heart valves and the other body parts in the human being. Today, unfortunately, we're not yet at the phase that we can stay forever young. That still takes a little bit of more time.
Well, it's been fascinating talking to Eliane. Thanks very much. Eliane Schutte, CEO of Xeltis.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.